Hello again. So, I'm gonna try to answer these questions, and I probably shouldn't have made promises on how entertaining or horrifying the answers would be, because I've been thinking about it, and they're all pretty standard. Except for this first one, which I really did this to myself by asking. I, I don't know. I'm not gonna try to say that. Uh, if I had to approximate in loaves of bread, how high can I jump? Well, I guess it's relatively easy because I can't jump. It's just dreadful. Uh, Horizontal loaves, or vertical loaves of a store-bought variety. One. It's pretty bad. Uh, Most surreal dream that I've had. Gosh, I don't know. I guess like if it means in that I woke up and I was like, what the fuck was that? Well, I keep doing this thing where I'm in a dream and I realize that I'm in a dream and I'm like, oh fuck, this is a dream. This is gonna be great. Like I can do anything I want. But then I just go around the dream telling everyone that they're in my dream and it isn't real life instead of using it. And then I wake up and I'm like, what was I thinking in the dream? Like I can't move to the next step, or I jump off things or whatever you do. Lucid dreaming. I don't know. Favorite color is white. And if you're gonna go like, oh, Sasha, that's not a color, go, don't do it. Relaxing. I don't know. I can relax pretty easily. I just need a place to lay down, and I'll fall asleep, and it'll be fabulous. Um, Favorite superhero? I don't. Sorry, I don't do superheroes. If I had to pick, I guess I'd say Meatwad. He has powers, right? He's kind of humanoid. He's sweet. Um, Smart. That's all you need. Not really human. Breaking the rules. I'm a rule breaker. I've never had anything interesting happen because I'm so awkward and lifty. Um, People don't really talk to me at my gym, luckily. Like, it's a small place, everyone's just there to get huge. No one really wants to bother me. Um, the bookish thing has meant that I've read, like, an awkward amount of books about what I'm doing and have tried to put it all together. And that's when I end up with, like, these crazy workouts that don't make any sense and probably don't do anything, which is not ideal. My entertainment pleasures. Alright, I am addicted to BuzzFeed. I used to be addicted to just looking at, like, people say GIF, don't they? I say GIF. It's a G. I don't care. I'm addicted to lists. Really like lists. BuzzFeed is badass. I also watch a lot of horrible reality TV. I mean, I'll sit here and watch Honey Boo Boo all day. All day. I've recently been watching Roseanne all day. Which, like, I should probably get a job or go back to school or something, so I stopped watching Roseanne. Um, that's three. We're gonna count those three. I do live in West Hollywood, kind of like on the border of Hollywood, though. So I love that it's amazing food everywhere. Amazing food and amazing drinks everywhere. Like I can walk into any bar and get a cocktail list and just want to be hammered immediately just from reading it. I also live in an area with a lot of Russians, and they're fantastic. They're so friendly, and they offer you food all the time, which is clearly my main motivator in life. Um, Also, it's like super walkable, and I don't drive, so having somewhere where I can like walk to work and then walk to the grocery store and then walk to get my dog some food, ideal. I don't. It's pretty expensive, but that's what you. Everything is pretty expensive in Los Angeles anyway. Uh, but everyone has dogs here, which I also have a dog, but my dog is awesome and doesn't bark at people, and these dogs bark constantly. And I guess the second most surreal dream I ever had was I was sleeping, the dog next door was barking, and I had a dream that I went over and poisoned the dog. And then the dog stopped barking in real life, and I woke up and I couldn't figure out if I had actually done that or if I had dreamed it. That was bad news. Um, the well, Okay. See, this isn't a good place to have a conversation. So, I'm staying South Strip in Vegas, but maybe talking about it, not over YouTube where there's no responses, might be ideal. I always say South Strip in Vegas. Um, I don't know why. I think because it's really like disgusting. Like the cocktail waitresses at 4 in the morning at Luxor are not something to brag about by any means, but that's why I like it because that's where everyone stays and not just a bunch of people who spend $1 million playing poker. Um, my favorite pair of character socks. Um, I don't know. Those socks that I posted are pretty much the only socks I have that are like themed, I guess. Um, my greatest aspiration. I have this thing where I'm like convinced that I'm gonna be able to touch really old books, like books from like 1100. So if anyone ever let me touch the Exeter book, which is the first manuscript we have that contains Old English, pretty much all of the Old English that we have, that I'd probably just quit life. I'd be like, that's enough. There's nothing I can do that's awesomer than this. Um, Also, I'm not a zombie person. Zombies. But I keep getting asked zombie questions because everyone's like, oh, zombies are cool. So what I've thought about it is, I think ideally I'd move. I'm from the Upper Peninsula in Michigan. Mm-hmm. Oh, look, hands. Yeah, that's Michigan. What up? This part. The part that is normally missing on maps. But there are farms there that are like, it's 15 miles around before you hit another house. And I feel like that would be ideal because if you even heard something coming, you just shoot it. You just shoot it and then you're fine. You can grow stuff and it's snowy in the winter, so again, you can just shoot stuff and there'll be no problems. I'm more of a dog person, I suppose. Cats are okay, though. I don't have a problem with cats. I just like dogs. Because they have like, I like any animal with a smushed in face. I was thinking about smushed in face dogs, but there are smushed in face cats, and I love them both. I just want to pet their flat faces like this. Sadly, I've never had any vaginal issues while lifting. It'd be more interesting if I had. I could tell a funny story, but nothing. Nothing. Already did my hand shapes. It was pretty great. I'm also one of these horrible people that everything makes me really happy. Like, I'll be super excited about everything, and it comes across really bad online because people think I'm being sarcastic because no one's ever as excited about things as I am. But, like, everything makes me happy. Like, I'll find, like, a ribbon on the street and I'll be like, oh my god, it's the best day ever. It's a ribbon. I love it so much. I'm always joy everywhere. I can't help it. I love everything, and everything is amazing, and I'm always happy all the time. I hope I didn't. That answer is annoying. I've never wanted to do laser eye surgery because I saw like a video of it where they take like the flap of your eye off. No, I can't. I don't want them to. No, no, just go near my eye. You should like when I tried to get contacts, and it kind of worked, but it didn't really because it took the optometrist like 45 minutes to get a single contact into my eye. So that was already bad news. Like, no one's going near my eyes. Sorry. Favorite language? I really like Old English. Unfortunately, it's not one of those things, they don't teach you to, like, speak Old English. It's not conversational. I happen to be working with a woman who's kind of the foremost scholar in it, so I trust her pronunciation. The other problem with it is that we don't really know how it's pronounced. So even people who've studied it for years and years could possibly go back to like 900 England and they wouldn't even be able to speak to these people because we have the only way we even know it exists is through this poetry, and we have to assume by like rhyme schemes and whatever. Rambling. Oh, also, second ramble. 2 rambles in a row. This is a pet peeve of mine and no one asked, but Old English, Middle English, Renaissance English, today's English, they're different. When people are like, oh, Shakespeare, I can read Old English. No, you can't. No. Okay, this is Old English. I grabbed a little bit. Again, pronunciation, we can argue about it if there happens to be another person who really likes Old English, but I'm a little more, fluid with pronunciation, I feel like, because I don't think we know how it's pronounced anyway. Alright. Father ure thusar art on hypnom si thin nama gehalud to become thin riche geworthe thin wheela on earphone swaswan hypnom. That's Old English, not like Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo. And Middle English is Chaucer, so Juan Naraporo to shore sort the Doctor March had Percy to the road. Middle English. All different, not the same. I doubt any of you have that problem, but since I'm talking anyway, now you know. Alright, so in this question, I live in an advanced society of the future, and in order to exist, there must be some form of perfection, and I have to be perfect at a thing. I have to try to be perfect at a thing. I would try to be perfect at baking pumpkin pies. I think everyone should know how to bake pumpkin pies. Actually, scratch that. Only I should know how to bake pumpkin pies, so everyone has to come to my house so I can bake them things. Again, perfect future. This could go a lot of ways. Again, pretty easy to please. Everything makes me happy. Ideally, perfect future for me. Oh, I'm being selfish, not perfect future for the world. Alright, sorry. I'm so busy talking about myself, I'm not thinking about society. No. Perfect future for me would be working at a museum where I got to work with collections of manuscripts, where they would let me touch their books and I wouldn't break them ever, and I could live in a little house and drink tea and read books and touch even older books. So that's all these things that at one point one of you asked, so now you know. And if you made it this far, I want to give you applause. It's quiet when one person claps. That's the second thing that makes me okay, something that really makes me happy is when people clap at the end of movies. It's the best thing ever. So clapping, yay! Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.